frustrate you when you're in desperate need of a goal, obviously. If you watch the first half last night, Arsenal had, I think, 81% of the possession, but I couldn't think of a single time that they worked Matt Turner in the Nottingham Forest goal. So you go in at the break and you're frustrated and you're concerned and you're worried that maybe you're not ever going to find the breakthrough. But it needed a bit of individual brilliance, and I think that's what we got from Gabby Jesus for the first goal. Quick thinking from the throw-in from Zinchenko. And once he gets into that position, Jesus, he clearly quickly has a glance up, sees that there's nothing on.
He'd only one option, didn't he, Harry?
Absolutely. And he manages to catch the goalkeeper out at the near post. And that's the kind of bit of individual brilliance, I think, that you need when you're facing a low block like that. There's all the talk about Arsenal needing a striker, and I agree, right? Arsenal do need a killer in front of goal, as people like to put it. The problem is they can't get one right now, and so they're going to have to make do with what they got. It's encouraging to see, though, that Jesus had a real big impact on the game, not just scoring the first, but also providing the second as well. That's what you need from him. That ability to decide games is in there somewhere. You just don't see it often enough normally.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think he's a terrific wee player, Jesus. I really do. I genuinely do. But I'm not sure he's the forward that would win Arsenal League. I'll ask you the same question I asked Al first thing this morning, Harry. Do Arsenal win the league if we've got Haaland at centre forward? Is it that simple?
I don't think it's that simple, but that's not to disregard the impact that someone like Erling Haaland would have, because he's just a stunning player. I just think one of the things that Arsenal's system is built around is bringing the wide.
Have a system, have a style of play. Michael
creating spaces for Martin Odegaard on the edge of the box. That was a feature of Arsenal's game last season. They got 88 goals in the Premier League,
Harry,
which is more
than
in any other Premier League campaign. And that was because Saka was contributing, Martinelli was contributing, Odegaard was contributing. I think the plan is to try and have multiple goal-scoring kind of options. I know that's what every manager dreams of, but that was a big feature of Arsenal's game last year. It's not really happened, but I don't think it's down to the system or down to Jesus in particular. I think it's probably to do with the fact that some of those other players who have had chances, by the way, just haven't been as hot in front of goal. So, look, a Haaland would make a difference, obviously, but then if you're talking about changing the way Arsenal play, I'm not saying it won't work, but, then you start to wonder if that will slightly disrupt the balance of the team. I don't know. Difficult to say.
Yeah, Harry, I thought Smith Rowe was good. He was disappointed coming off, but he should be. But I thought he'd done well. Arsenal, were they better last year than this year, in your opinion?
I think they were better in terms of chance creation, like clear-cut chance creation. I know people will look at the stats and say, well, look how much of the ball they're having, look how many situations they're getting into. But some of the decision-making in the final third this season hasn't been as good. I think the midfield balance has been a little bit off at times, and that's largely because he's not had Thomas Partey and he's had to put Kai Havertz in there, and then at times, he's had to adjust Declan Rice's position from maybe a 6 to an 8 and the other way around. I think defensively, though, I look at Arsenal and I think they're a bit more controlling in terms of they're far better, I think, at preventing counter-attacks now. And I think because they have this greater control, okay, it doesn't always turn into goals, they seem to be, I looked at them last night, and until Awoniyi scored in, the 88th, 89th minute, I didn't actually feel like Arsenal's goal was ever under threat. So it feels like they've got one side of the game nailed down now, but in front of goal, they don't seem to be.
Well, we'll find out Sunday, won't we? Well, again, by the way, going back to Liverpool, of course, we're looking forward to Sunday. Liverpool have got to play tonight. Ali will do that one. If you go back to the Cup, Arsenal battered them without scoring, didn't they?
Yeah, for sure. And that was another classic case of some of the frustrations that we felt with Arsenal this season, where it looks like they're on top, they dominate the game, they certainly create more than enough opportunities to win it, but then they can't make the opposition pay. I think that performance would give Arsenal fans encouragement, though, going into the weekend. The fact that we can match Liverpool, there's still going to be no Mo Salah, obviously, which is a positive for the Gunners. Will Liverpool be boosted by the Jurgen Klopp news? It's difficult to say, but obviously initially it makes a difference, but then I think it'll kind of quieten down just a little bit until we get to the business end of the season. So there's got to be confidence among the Arsenal fans. You beat them on Saturday and you end up just Sunday, I beg your pardon, and you end up just 2 points behind them, and you're right back in it.
Harry, the league's brilliant, I've got to say. Really enjoying it. Who, as an Arsenal fan, would you be more concerned about, Liverpool or Man City?
I think you've got to say Manchester City, just based on recent history. They've got a knack of coming good out in the second part of the season and going on these relentless.
Liverpool, the only team that took them to the wire.
13 wins on the the balance.
Arsenal
So
bottled it
for
last
me, at
season,
the
my
outset,
team.
it was Manchester
Harry
City,
Soya
the team to
sauce.
beat, the team that you need to finish off.
Soya.
If you're
Harry
going to lift the
Soya
trophy.
sauce.
Liverpool have obviously had a really good go at it so far this season and are certainly in the mix. But I still look at City, and if it were down to me, I'd make them the favourites.
Nice one, Harry. Thank you. Harry
Thanks, Harry.
Symeou there.